Yeah, it's a little caveats along the way if you're not super familiar, which, you're always learning something new about the format. But it's been a crazy shootout. I know you watched the Justin Bergman golden break situation.
Man, I tell you what, he's in trouble if he didn't make that 8 on the break, because just like me, I don't think he's very familiar with the
6-ball shootout?
Yeah, the 6-ball shootout format. Not to say that he can't do it, just like I couldn't, but, these younger guys like Payne and Sam, I feel like they've practiced it almost just for fun, and kind of...
How good did Payne play?
He played perfect. Yeah, he put it on him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really been an exciting day here. This is the last of our quarterfinals. We'll be moving on to our semifinals. We know for a fact that Tom Cousins and Joe Prince will be our next matchup. And, of course, the winner of this match, David Matlock, Justin Bergman, will play the now semifinalist Chris Mitchell. And
yeah, crazy shirt foul in that last one. He could have been 3-3 and then got careless. I mean, he knows it's all ball foul. Greg does on that last where it was going to go 3-3 there. Huge swing. I mean,
not only that, swing. Because you just had the loss of frame, and I know some people didn't quite understand that. As we see David clean up here, that was a great run out, but
you got to know it's all ball foul. You got to be really careful. I mean, I'd almost arch my arm like crazy to make sure that I don't hit the all ball foul.
Well, it's kind of wild, and I don't want to get too far away from this match, but if you watch some of the European players that do play this all the time with the all ball fouls, when they bridge over a ball, they bridge over it.
That's what I mean.
They give themselves a huge leeway for error. And I think that because some of the American players aren't used to it, they get a little lazy with it. And, oh, no.
Wow.
That's a huge miss.
That was a great opportunity for him to go up 2-0. The rest of the table is open. That was not a tough shot. I mean...
And we all know how great Dave is.
He was really trying to play the cue ball well, to not tie up that other ball when he ran into it, because he had to run into it.
The cue ball.
Yeah, he had to run into it, so he was really trying to play it and dress it up nice, and he lost accuracy.
Yeah, so we'll I won't go too far off track, but yeah, we've seen so much craziness today. 6-ball shootouts galore. Crazy fouls and golden breaks. I feel like we've seen it all, and I feel like we've seen it all twice.
Yeah, somebody was trying to ask me what the percentage is for him to make that 8 on the break, in that moment, and I'm like, you could break the balls from the side trying to slap back into the rack and, trying to make the 8 and break 200-300 times and maybe not make the 8 on the break once.
Yeah, and then, other times you can do it. I've seen it done twice in a row.
Right.
It's really random.
It's a very low percentage.
Yeah.
For him to need it right there like that and then get it, I mean, that's wild.
A couple years ago, I remember a match between a really well-known junior named Joey Tate and another player that's highly well-known in the United States, Shane Van Boning. And there was a lot of controversy over a ball. He shot the wrong ball in the wrong order, and everybody said, well, he'll never do that again. He'll never make that mistake. And I feel like that's a situation where with Payne and Justin, I feel like Payne now knows that if he's ever in that situation again, he's going to let that cue ball move after he makes that 8-ball to take that golden break opportunity away.
If he takes a few more seconds, and to be honest with you, I was saying the same about Justin the rack before. If he would have milked it a little bit longer, he wouldn't have allowed Payne enough time to even get that game to make it hill-hill.
Yeah.
Well, not hill-hill, but even on the score.
Yeah, Payne had a minute 25.
All Justin had to do is milk his last 3-4 balls that were gimmies.
And it drops it down to 55 or 40 or 45 seconds.
And the pressure really goes up and everything like that. Even if he has enough time, the pressure goes up a lot to where each shot gets tougher.
Yeah, it's really been an absolute surreal day here, and to think that we're not all the way through it yet because we've seen so much. And I'm glad to see you here, but it's the same thing with Justin.
Yeah, I got to play a little bit more 8-ball because 9-ball in rotation, I play fast, and it doesn't take me very long to develop the patterns, but in 8-ball, it's a little bit unnatural to me. So I can still play fantastic, but it takes me a little longer. So when it gets to that 15-second, if it was 9-ball, I could do it all day. But 8-ball, puts a little bit more strain on me, even as a fast player, because I'm not naturally an 8-ball player. It takes me a second to see what I'm doing.
Well, and not to say that you aren't, but 8-ball is definitely a thinker's game.
Right.
And if you don't develop yourself into being in that thinking mode,
right,
you can definitely make some small errors that may lead to bigger errors. It's I've always said that 9-ball is not a bad game. It's kind of like checkers. It's very much touch and go. Find the pattern, shoot the ball, and get out. 8-ball is a little bit more like chess. Not quite as drastic as a Banks game or a one-pocket game, but 8-ball is very much chess in moving and putting yourself in a good position. That was an insane mistake there by Justin.
What did he think was going to happen there? If he was going to hit that ball, he had to hit rail first. He had to hit rail first if he wanted to come off that ball like that.
So I think he
wanted to
try
just
to put the bottom on it.
He was trying to just come off the bottom of that 2 and then hit the rail and then come over into his 15, I believe.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake by Justin.
But the way he hit it, he'd have to hit rail first. He can't hit ball then. That was, for no matter what, going to be a scratch there.
Well, we've seen 2 massive mistakes, one from each player.
This table plays quite different than the outside tables, though, as far as how the rails react.
Yeah.
They're both pretty new, and they both play really great, but the rails are a lot bouncier on the outside tables, so that might have influenced how he played that ball.
That might be it. This is just what do you think
Because that was really elementary almost for him to not know how that was going to react.
Yeah, you're not going to make that mistake if you're a decent player at
or
all.
Justin.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I really like the way these tables play. I'm a fan of Brunswick in general, and I think that this table plays good.
And the guys that look at this! Wow.
We need to figure out how he's breaking.
Yeah, right. But the guys at Brunswick are definitely saying, that's something that we definitely got to fix. We don't want chalk rolling off our tables, so. That ball got so close.
But overall, they play super good.
And aesthetically, they're really nice to look at. I feel like they are. Everybody's going to have an opinion, but
yeah, I think that a couple of the other companies that have came out with some tables to compete, with like Diamond and Rassin of lately. I'm not going to say any particular brands, but I'm just not a fan of how they look. I haven't played too much on them to say, they play terrible or whatever, and that's really dependent on the cloth, how they're set up, and who installs them to how they play.
Absolutely.
But the way they look, man, I don't like the way they look. Something like this looks so much more classy.
Yeah,
I think diamonds look really classy, the way they got their wood and everything. They have like their own look, but the way that you can kind of tell this looks like a gold crown. You know what I mean? Like it's got the old gold crown look to it a little bit. I like that about it.
Yeah, and Brunswick's a company that's got a legacy of being a good table manufacturer. So seeing them jump into
update a little bit.
The bar table game and go more modern. And then, obviously partnering with us is going to be great. I think it's going to be a great partnership. I'm excited for it. Dave Matlock really cleaning up that rack.
Stole that game.
Champion was Darren Appleton in Louisiana. Kansas City saw Jordan Shepard win the shootout. Justin Bergman, of course, our Colorado winner, our most recent winner. But if he goes out to Dave Matlock, we're going to crown a new champion. Exciting times here in Louisville, Kentucky at Rail Yard Billiards. And a big break by Matlock, but nothing falls. And Justin's in a situation here where he needs to win this game, knowing that he breaks again next.
Yeah, I think he's going to take away this one. He developed that pretty well. 3-1's tough action.
This is just a matter of getting a good shot on your next ball. I think he's going to get it.
Well, he kind of just floated it into no man's land there. I don't know what exactly he was playing for.
He was looking for the 15, but maybe he wanted a little bit straighter.
Yeah. I think he's going to play 15, the 9 11. And then go around and then play the 11 right now.
Yeah, he's
going to do 9, 11, 12, 15, 8, I think. It's kind of a weird pattern, but I think that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, no, I like that pattern.
Just matters of sometimes you got to adjust.
The thing about 8-ball is a lot of times you want to give yourself options on balls. Had he gotten unfortunate on this and rolled a little too far and not a good angle on the 11, he could have shot the 12. So he's giving himself an opportunity to have a backup.
I don't like the angle that he's got here, to be honest with you. I like the angle to where if he was on the other side, where he can kind of just draw and then park his cue ball on the 4. He's going to punch it out quite a lot.
It's got quite a bit of angle there.
Wonder how he's going to play his cue ball here. I think he's going to try to just put it right back into the 2.
A little touch.
I don't know. I don't know if that's enough. He's going to have to play it in the corner down there.
He doesn't realize he doesn't have to nominate a pocket, but it lets us know where he's going. He's trying to go to the corner here. And I like the corner more than the side. Don't like to have to be shooting
this. I just feel like he could have developed that a little bit more.
Yeah, but I feel like Justin's got to be a favorite to make this ball.
Yeah.
It's important that he makes it.
Look at these buckets.
Used all the pocket. Used all the pocket. And there's a big break by Justin. Couple balls down. There's a huge issue up at the top of the table.
It looks like solids are definitely going to be the better suit here.
I think you have to kind of smash the 7 into the 3, into the 5 to get that 3 ball out.
Yeah, I think maybe if you hit it like medium speed and kind of glide that 3 off it to where it like kind of like cross banks it like past it.
You're exactly right.
7 stay right there a little bit, and then the 4 is kind of in an awkward place, but you should be able to get on that fairly easy.
Yeah, I feel like the 4 ball has a pretty clean pocket
in the side, yeah,
and you can use the 6 to develop that shape.
That's what I was thinking.
The 2-1 is also, again, it's a little funny. He missed the kiss.
Yeah, I feel like he should have just leveled out and made sure he kissed off that 3 there rather than hitting it with the punch stroke.
Now, can he make the 2 and draw into this? Can you avoid the 15 because of the slickness of the cloth?
It's going to be super hard to judge the slickness. I think he's going to elect to just punch over and then play the 1 as the draw ball.
To draw back, yeah. I'm always scared drawing back like this because you never know what the cue ball is going to do.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to kick that 3 straight in. You don't want the cue ball to stick back there by the 14 and get behind it either.
But you can't baby it assuming that the 3 ball's not going to go because this is a good outcome from what he had. Do you play the 7 first or do you play the 6 here?
It's tough, you know. I think, honestly, if he has a little bit of an angle in that 6, you play the 6, come up for the 7, and then the 7 and the side will give you good options for the 4.
Yeah. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He needs a little bit of angle, though. He's going to get it.
Yeah, he got the absolute. Well, he's pretty straight, but
he came up. I actually think he came up a little short.
He's a little straight, but if he needs to, he can straight punch it forward. And if that 4 goes by the 9, I can't tell if it does.
Yeah, I know it's close.
If it goes by the 9, it's. Oh wow.
He's going across. He's going to take the tougher cut.
I'm not so sure about that.
Is he going to try and throw this in? He's got to throw this. I don't think it goes clean.
Yeah, I think he's going to throw it in. He's pretty natural to be able to get shape on his 8 doing so.
The throw's going to naturally put him in a good spot for the 8 ball, so he's just got to focus on making the ball. And he
oh, my, that's criminal.
He did throw it in. And the 8 ball is going to definitely fall into the side, and we're going to be looking at a 3-3 ball game if this 8 ball drops. Well, again, I can't stress the fact that we've seen it all, but a nice out from Justin.
Joe's a good player, man.
He is, and
I think he's real comfortable with this format and everything like that.
I'll say out of all the Europeans, he's been the one that's adapted probably the best to the American tables, the American balls.
Right.
So he looks comfortable on this table. Now, I'll say this. He doesn't look comfortable on this table. His last match was a little wild, but he's been looking comfortable on the tables. He's going to need to up his game next round because Tom is no joke. Before we get there, we're going to have to get a winner here. And it's a tight race here.
This looks pretty routine. He's going to have to hit this. I thought he was going to hit that pretty slow. He kind of punched it over.
Yeah, I thought he would hit kind of easy too, but it worked out for him.
Yeah, if you punch it over enough, it'll work out.
And I'm sure these two guys, just based on where they live, they've probably battled out 100 times in every format possible.
Oh, yeah. They're aware of each other. Yeah, he made the right decision going for the 10 first.
And Dave's another player that, again, has really rejuvenated his pool game with the Ultimate Pool format.
Yeah, he's a known killer on the bar box specifically, so everybody in the Kansas City area is going to know.
I live in Texas, and I've heard that.
Yeah, I mean, you hear them all over, but there ain't no way he's making the 8 on the break with that center break. He had to be breaking from the side.
He definitely made it with the cut break on that one, but he almost made the 8 ball a minute ago with this head-on break. And it was just like that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. He got no pop on that at all. If you don't get any pop on that center break, then it don't even. I mean, it looks like I guess he did make a ball, but it hardly gives any ball a chance to go whenever you don't get that pop. Doesn't let the first 3-4 balls release from the rack.
And not only that, but if your cue ball doesn't catch just a little bit of air, you see that where it goes back and speeds forward.
Yeah.
Whereas if it catches a little bit of air time, it'll kind of
park right somewhere in the center
and just stop dead. But when you get that forward, you always risk scratching one of those corner pockets.
Did he take stripes here?
Yeah.
Hate the way that 11 is. I hate shooting it up table too. He's gonna have to really slow roll this ball. That's not a good shot right there. He put that 9 right on over. He needed to really slow roll that if he was gonna do that.
Now there is a little bit of a caveat here.
Yeah,
I feel like
he could play the 15 off the 5.
I think he could also play the 13 off the 5, but he's not going that way. This is an interesting angle.
He's digging himself a hole here. This ain't good. This ain't good at all.
Yeah, it's okay to dig a small hole if you can leave yourself room to get out, but...
Yeah, I mean, even if he made that ball, he's going to have to come with a super shot.
Okay, he put himself in trouble, and Justin's going to get a chance to even this back up.
Yeah, that's another... It's going to be another big swing right there. I think he should have took his time a little bit.
100%. Maybe got a little... I don't ever want to use the word careless, but I think he got a little careless with the...
Just got a little jumpy,
Yeah.
you know, ready to run out when the balls are open, and ended up pushing that 9 over in a spot that it never needed to be.
Exactly. You are 100% right. And Justin's really got a good opportunity here to clean up. He's got the bump on
got the little
7.
bump. He's going to have to make a tough shot on the 2 now, though.
Yeah, I think he was always trying to get the bump, and he probably knew that if he got a little too much, he'd be okay.
That 2's not a tough shot either. I feel like he's going to make this.
Probably not the shot he absolutely wanted, but he'll be okay.
Oh, for sure not. Heck, if he can slide past the 11, I'd almost feel like that ain't a bad shot to shoot that. Shoot the 1.
Yeah, going rail first from
And then
right
you can
there.
just shoot the 2 in the side. But like I said, these are not triple shimmed 9-foot diamonds. So
Yeah, we're not playing on 3 7/8 pockets.
yeah, so if you get a little out of line, these players at this point should be able to manufacture something.
But don't think that the balls won't bobble, because we've seen them bobble
Oh,
all
yeah.
day. You do have to still play true to the pocket. And that's what I really like about this table, is that the pockets aren't triple shimmed like you said, but you still have to hit the center.
Right.
If you get too careless and try and cheat a ball too much, it will cost you.
I guess that 8's got to go clean
Yeah,
as a whistle.
Definitely. And he's got a perfect angle on it. Couldn't ask for an easier shot to go up and tie it all up.
That's going to sting. They're shooting fast, too. We still got 8 minutes, 40 seconds left. I don't know how she plays, but that's going to be a tough team.
Yeah, I mean, anybody with Dave Mal.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to be if she can make a ball straight in, then I think that's going to be a tough team.
And I think it'll be fun. The pairs event is really going to be fun to watch. It's going to be done just kind of like the shootout. It's all done on this table. It'll be a real fun event to watch, and I think, again, the drama of a pairs, a Scotch doubles match, it makes it fun.
I feel like he should have took his extension right there.
Yeah, he didn't want to get straight on this ball, and he's able to manufacture an angle,
But it's just going to get tougher from here, you know?
I don't know. I feel like maybe he can play the 9 and roll up, play the 12.
He's going to try to miss the 8 right now.
Oh, that's scary, touching
That's
that ball.
not, he's just... See, if he took his time and took that extension on them first ball, it'd make the whole rest of the rack easier.
Now he's going to have to take a flyer at the 11.
He's really having to do some stuff now.
Well, I mean, can he cut this ball into the side and get shape on the 13?
He might be able to bump. If he's got a little bit of an angle, he might be able to come out. Oh, he's secured it, I think.
I don't think he can see
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He's going to have to cross it. And that's scary.
There ain't no way.
This is a Matlock magic shot right here. Oh!
Yeah.
The fact that he got that close to it.
Just kept digging himself a hole, you know.
Yeah, and sometimes that's how those crazy shots are made. You get yourself dug into that hole, and you make a absolute killer shot to get out of it, but he should have never been there.
I just felt, yeah, you really should have took an extension to make sure he didn't get straight in on the very first, the second ball. Because now he's going to lose this game and not have even used that extension at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was very crucial for him to dial in right there and get a game ahead.
That's one thing I've noticed with you is I think you have a good understanding of when to use the extension and when it's pivotal.
I appreciate the compliment, but I'm going to have to split it. I think that I need to do better.
You think
on
so?
It. Yeah, I think
But you're
so.
always going to be your worst critic.
Yeah, I think I'm getting better at it, but it's definitely something that I did better this event with it, I'll say that.
Yeah, based on this event, because I saw you take an extension 2 or 3 times in a pivotal moment. And knowing how to use that extension is a skill that's similar to like knowing how to use the clock.
You feel like you gotta like save it, you know what I mean? Like you gotta just save it for the last second, you know what I mean? Like anything, you know what I mean? If you're playing a video game or whatever, you're gonna save all your loot so you can get the best thing or whatever, you know.
Exactly.
But yeah, no. If Matlock wins this one, I think that could be
Justin
pretty
needs
tough.
A ball.
Pretty tough on the mental.
Justin needs a ball and he didn't get it.
It's almost scripted, you know what I mean?
We talk about all the things in sports that are scripted, and I can tell you flat out right now that I don't think you could script pull like this.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean,
and even if we could, we wouldn't want to.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, before he even broke, he's going to break dry here, so Matlock can get his chance, you know what I mean? And then it's going to go hill.
The golden break with Justin earlier, everything is played out to the absolute T of the drama.
This 8 is not in a very handsome position.
You think he bumps it?
I probably would bump it right here if I was him.
I think he's got a safe play with the bump and the 2 and the 4, but he didn't do that.
I mean, it goes in the bottom right corner, I think, but he's going to have to get pretty
also
fantastic. He's going to try to jump in there right here. That's not a good idea. I don't.
So I think he can come down and shoot it in the bottom right. I also think it's a little
in the bottom
slimmer.
right it goes, but it's so tough to get on.
It's a little slimmer, but I also think either side pocket it can be made. It's not ideal, but I think either side pocket will
The left side, I don't think it goes. The right side, it goes. Look at this. Look at this.
How
Look
good
at
did
this.
he play that? That's an amazing shot.
Look at this.
That's a highlight reel shot right there.
If he didn't get right there, he wasn't out.
And I kind of called it. We were at 5:30, 2 minutes a rack. We're at 3:37. It is now 5-5. It's been like a 60-second run out.
Right. Balls didn't go on the side.
No ball
and
down.
It's going to be when they don't go on the side on a good break like that and they spread, you can just tell immediately it's dry. When you break them good like that, you don't see them go on the side or the up top corners.
But
instantly,
look at this layout too. This is as close to a tic-tac-toe rack as you can get. You can take either one. I personally like the solids.
Yeah, even though it's 15-second shot clock, he needs to just milk every second of every ball right here.
Yeah, no reason to rush.
Yeah.
But I think he played the right shot. I think he played the right suit. And I think he's going to get out, and he's going to get out on his own time. He's not going to rush.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably try to get on the 7 here.
This is not ideal.
He's okay, though. If he just shoots the 7, goes back and forth, you can't get hooked on both balls on both sides of the table.
That's true. You do have to give this shot its due diligence.
Absolutely.
Little bounce. We said you couldn't get hooked on both balls. He almost did.
Almost did, yeah.
The one ball does play in the side.
Yeah, he might shoot the 1 and try to crisp past that 8 and the 12 so that he can bump up and get shape on the 3. I think that's what he's going to try.
Right in between them.
Yeah. No, he's going to bump the 8.
For the bump.
That's better anyways because you can really contain that.
Yeah. A little bit more control. Your cue balls are going all crazy. And cut the 2 and the... Oh, he's changed his mind. He's gone to the 3 ball.
Yeah, I would want to get that 3 out of there as well. I don't know about that one. I hate shooting the 6 up in that pocket, but it does make it easier. He's going to have to float this cue ball
from the 2 to the 8
to where he is on the other side of the 11. Yep.
That's a good shot. And
yeah, because if you play short there, I just don't think it's worth it. It's a tougher shot to get past 11, but it makes the rack so much easier.
And you can't say enough good things about Dave Matlock really taking Justin Bergman to his limit. But
see, he needs to take another 10 seconds. He needs to take his whole time.
That's
6. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I was thinking they're going another game.
Another great match there. Justin Bergman, Dave Matlock taking it to the limit.